So let's review. How did they hit the debuff? They went the route of keeping it the same, but you can't grab people in hit stun, which means the only way you can grab people is by grabbing them. You have to be pressuring them and grab them. I'm assuming you can't do total detonation ball. Yeah, because they're in hit stun. So you can't grab them in hit stun, which means they hit the version of like doing a super stomping on them and grabbing them in hit stun. So you can't grab people in hit stun. You could only grab people on block. You even have slower startup. That's not really that fine. Her key blasts are still the same, so her zoning's still really good. She's basically the same, but she just does less damage, and you can't grab people out of hit stun. We got to see how much they reduce the block stun. If she's punishable, I think we'll be okay, honestly. I think we'll be okay. You're definitely going to see her own point. I think running her own point is probably the best way to play the character now. Or maybe mid. You want to, maybe, okay, either point or mid, because you just want her to come in with meters so she can grab people. The strategy is still there. It's just not as consistent, and consistency was the issue. It was just how easy and applicable it was. You can get it off of literally everything. So it's less consistent. It exists, but it's less consistent. You can only grab a blocking opponent, which means you can already make a game plan strategy off of that. You need to be fuzzy jumping her constantly. And I know it's scary. She has 6 lows, but they're all going to be going for it. You have to fuzzy jump. You have to do the reflect jump OS, and you have to get away. You have to call out her block strings and fuzzy jump out. And when she's trying to call out your reflect, then you can jump out for free. So it's all going to be about not getting grabbed by her. She's the most dangerous grappler in the game, and she's also still a strong all-arounder. So she's still dangerous. Her properties are still the same too. She can anti-air you with the best of them. Her recovery and all that is still the same. She's basically untouched. But they just touched her damage and her consistency. Super Saiyan 4 is basically the same. Vegito A is still in the game. Beams are better. Some characters' key blasts are better. 17A got untouched. GTA might be back in the game, and that's big. I don't think this is really a big deal. Standing medium has an increased recovery, and they reduced the scaling on his lariat. They nerfed Broly's key blast recovery, but not the startup, the recovery. So it's more dangerous for him to shoot you. So you should be only shooting 1-2 anyway. Paradox lariat is faster. That's so funny. They nerfed 21's Oki. This is going to be an interesting change. We got to see how Gohan is going to interact. It's easier for him to spin meter. If he has all of his meter, he might be able to just go all the way now. And they made it easier to level him up. So that's cool. This TN change is insane. Telekinesis, he's going to mix you. Yamcha's looking better. 16A might be back in the game. I don't know how relevant it's going to be, if I'm being honest with you. They buff Kid Buu. They buff Krillin. He's going to be able to mix you for real now. They nerfed Gosoki. 18 might have gotten some Vegito changes. Kamehamehas are all different. Trunks might be able to hit confirm. Shining Slash is faster. Ginyu is way better. I don't know about Frieza. I don't know what's going on with him. I just know his Ki Blast is better, and that's all I know. They buff Gohan. I'm super excited for this. I gotta see where they're adding it. If it's frame 4 Invincible, I am like cheering. Honestly, I would prefer it to be frame 1, but you're always gonna want more. Hit Piccolo's Oki is better. This is gone. They really... Their focus seems to be on consistency. They didn't give that Super Dash change to Broly. I think that's for the better. They nerfed Gosoki. Super Saiyan Goku and Base Goku, they look the most interesting to me. I really want to see what's going on with that knockback effect. I thought it was going to be across the board for everybody, but that doesn't look to be the case. They buff people with level 2s so they can start using them at DHCs if they didn't have access to them once an opponent is down. Once one of their characters is down, I think that's a cool change. It's mostly just like little quality of life buffs. They didn't go too crazy on the patch. They didn't go too crazy with it. I'm definitely going to try running Piccolo on point. He has increased recovery, but like, that's it. They only hit 5M, and Vegito A is still definitely in the game. I think Vegito A on block was like the biggest problem. Maybe they can lock you out of your assists more when you're on block, you know, but they didn't think so. 21, I think she's going to be a point character, man. I really do. Honestly, the way they touched it, I think it's fine, but it's just... I guess there's more to be desired. I definitely get that feeling too. It's just like they didn't kill the character. A lot of people wanted them to kill the character, right? They didn't do that. And a lot of people wanted like them to kill him. A lot of people wanted them to kill him. A lot of people wanted them to kill him. A lot of people wanted this assist to be removed from the game. But instead, they gave us this assist back. They gave us this assist back. I don't think the 16 assist change is really all that big a deal. They buffed Kid Buu, but a lot of people were saying Kid Buu was like lower tier and all that now anyway. I mean, Yamcha's looking better than ever. Krillin's looking better than ever. He's gonna be mixing you. Tien's gonna be mixing you. Roshi has a bunch of buffs that don't make sense yet. GT has the beam change. He can get more reward. They increase the amount of reward people can get off of stuff. Goku Black's change looks insane. He's gonna spawn another one if you block the first one. I need to see what that looks like. Because if he's spawning just the same version of the one that he throws, if he throws the slow version, you block it, you're in a terrible situation. Cooler got buffed. Broly is in the game now. I'm telling you, dog, don't sleep on this man. Don't sleep on this man. He'll kill you. Anywhere under 24 frames was fine. And it's super fine because if you try fuzzy jumping Broly, they buffed the EX version. In the EX version, if you're in the air when he does it, he anti-air grabs you. He just air grabs you instead. Broly is in the game now. These are the characters that are eating from this patch. He is eating. Broly is eating. I low-key think Tien is eating. But just off of the y'all don't understand, bro. Chaozu, it's 40 frame startup, yes, but it's on block against Tien. Are you gonna mash on Tien? And it's Chaozu, so even if you jump away, it's plus 30, and in air block, it's plus 36. You're gonna get jailed into an assist unless you super jumped out. And if you don't super jump out, he's gonna call an assist and then mix you. Yamcha is eating. They didn't buff. I wanted them to buff the startup of his beam. I think his beam is still too slow, but that's why I think he's a mid, because Vegito is still in the game. Yamcha with the Vegito A behind him, he's going to be scary on block. I promise you, he will be terrifying. He can do whiskers twice. He's gonna go left, right, and whoop fang. So many people are gonna get opened up by Yamcha. I promise you. I promise you, you are not blocking this character. You already were barely blocking this character before. People were finding OSs, but he has too many options on offense now. They really buffed Bardock's Lariat again. That's hilarious. It's already 6 frames, man. GTA might be in the game, dog. People are really tripping about people jumping and all that, and they buff GTA. Don't forget how insane that is, man. They buff GTA. I'm kind of disappointed about the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta changes, but I don't know what else you would even want. But they increased the startup of the air grab so he can like snatch people. Did they increase the distance it goes to? Because he might just be able to snatch you from further. Adjusted the distance moved during the midair version of the attack. Yeah, man. He might just be able to snatch you from further. So maybe this is what he needed. The characters are actually in a pretty good spot right now, man. Gohan's medium is about to be like Vegito's. Maybe 18's too. She might have a big button now, and that's really crazy for her. Frieza's Ki Blast got buffed, and Frieza has like one of the best Ki Blasts in the game. Ginyu is eating. You can't zone him out as easy anymore. You have to commit to a hard beam. You have to commit harder against Ginyu. You have to commit harder against him. That's so good. All of these characters are so good. They're so good now, man. They buff sparking. We got to see how this game works, man. The power level of the game just went up. Everybody just got better. I think there are way more options now. Keep it a buck, I might play Krillin. No lie. No lie, I might play Krillin. I was thinking of giving him the beam, but Ginyu's finna be scary. They nerfed the top tiers, man. Well, some of them. Gogeta wasn't the offender. It's just wild that Vegito A didn't get touched. That's kind of wild to me. But maybe because GTA. You can't forget about GTA. They didn't really touch the game like that because they just buffed GTA, bro. They don't know what that's about to do. They got to see how this works first. I can't believe they gave Bardock invincibility on the third hit of his auto combo. That has me dying. I am literally weak. That is so funny to me, man. Oh, Beerus is eating off of this change. This change is really good for him. Let the character crisis begin. Added invincibility to jump attacks. That is so funny. They really buffed the third hit. I thought that was a strange change. That was a weird one. It says during the attack though. So is it like the grab itself or is this after the throw? Because if it's just increasing the distance move after the throw, you might just get more corner carry or something. Lost. The 21 change was the biggest thing. A lot of people think the game was in a healthy place before, but Vegito A was the problem, right? Well, Vegito A is still in the game, but they brought GTA back in the game, and they also nerfed Vegito's 5M, and they also nerfed the scaling on the EX moves that were the most prevalent. Vegito's EX move has been nerfed, 21's EX move has been nerfed, and you might actually be able to punish her.
Lost. Him a GT main, and it's annoying, bro. Look at adult Gohan's big fucking list. Master. Pop up, please. Can I get a grab buff?
When I think of how to buff GT, I don't know what to do besides like reverting his EX ball change and letting him get mix-ups off of it.
This voice is so hilarious.
Bro, the voice makes you sound so tight, but I'm sure this is how you feel in your spirits. He said, bro, we get a grab buff, haha. Yamcha is about to be busting. They nerfed the recovery. I don't really care. They touched the recovery. Who cares? I honestly don't care about that. They didn't really touch Broly. His barrier is still fine. If they would have nerfed like the recovery on his barrier or something like that, I might be sweating. They buffed him.
It even have to be 29 FR startup like before. Now it's 40 FR. It could even be 34 like SSJ Glue. His or SSY40. He is not fucking Blue Vegeta. Yeah, let's play Yamcha. I will throw GR away.
Are you talking about the assist? The assist doesn't have to be 40 frame startup. I think it would be fine if you can get a mix up off of this. 40 frame startup, they increased the block stun though. I'm about to use the assist just because I want to see how easy is it to have people get caught by it now. So when the patch comes out, you just have more block stun. I think the biggest issue was the block stun when I was using it before. People wouldn't land from it. They get hit by it and it felt like I got no reward because, you know, they're still landing.
Just annoying people with GT Goku cause him so depressed with the changes.
You gotta, this is his biggest change though, because if hitting a beam is going to be rewarding, and that's it. Hold up, you see this? When one of his allies is down, he will now perform Ultra Spirit Bomb instead of his usual.
Rockston is bigger than startups. Yes, thing is when you play against good or decent players, they avoided it before, but since it's 40 FR, it's too easy.
True, but who are you playing GT with? If you have like another assist that's threatening, like if you're playing Vegito A since it's untouched, then you're in business. I just think it's good. Vegito A is like the only assist with mid-screen presence now. I mean, 18 still has it too, but like I don't know, because 18 got some changes too.
I saw it, but Genkidama still doesn't do much damage. It does very little and has no Oki, so you only use it with a lot of bars.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though. Like you can DHC into Spirit Bomb now, and it doesn't have super penalty. So now you can just nuke people off of GT. Well, you guys, ignore this over here. There's nothing there. All right. We had an excellent stream today. We went through the patch notes and everything. It was really dope. I mean, look, now I understand there are some things that we wanted to have. Put down your pitchforks and torches. I understand that they probably didn't do as much as we would like, but I really do think they hit some of the core problems. They could have just avoided everything. At least they took away Vegito's legs. At least they took away the scaling from a lot of 21's different moves. Honestly, I think we'll be all right. I honestly think the game was in a great place before going into the patch. I honestly think the game is going to be in a good place coming out of the patch. Not a great place, but a good place. It always could have been better, but you guys, please, let's continue to support the game. You never know what they're going to do. And going into Fighters 2 or something like that, we might have more planned there. I know they're trying to put in rollback and stuff. They talked to us about it before. If they decide to release another title, it will have rollback. They might have rollback at the end of this game. I just don't see them doing it until Fighters 2. But that aside, remember you guys to never stop learning. And I will catch you guys either later today or later tomorrow.
We're never done learning. It's never over.